Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Bit Potato, and here we check out the latest and the greatest strategy games each and every day of the week. Today, we're checking out a city builder called Ballads of Hongye. We're going to jump into things, and we're going to start the game. This is a wild one, and I think that is the best and most simple way to put it. This game really redefines the I guess the definition of what it means to be random. It's actually quite impressive. A lot of the elements in the game, and we'll talk about them, no doubt, as we get into things here. There's also a couple of cutscenes which, as normal, we're going to be skipping over. But if you're interested in, like the story or any elements like that, all you need to really know is that you are appointed as a local magistrate, and you have to plan and strategize and complete a couple of challenges in order to sort of pursue your goals and objectives. It's kind of interesting. Anyway, as I say, the game looks absolutely gorgeous. It really, really is very, very nice indeed. There's also this weird little like interactable bit where we have to ride a horse up to like a gate, but as far as I'm aware, we don't have to do any other horse riding segments at any point in the game. So we'll do this little bit now, and this will literally take 30 seconds. Look at this. We ride the horse. We have to ride it for about, in fact, not even 30 seconds, 20 seconds, and then we'll be into city building. It's not a first-person city builder. It's not a third-person city builder. It's a top-down city builder, so I don't really know why this is necessary. Anyway, we'll skip through the dialogue, but yes, we will be playing as a magistrate for a local area. And we'll start building our city immediately. Right, this is the first area. Let's jump into things. We're going to skip through. As ever, I'll do my very best to explain what the heck is happening. Does any of this particularly matter? No. But what is relevant is that we have a couple of objectives for this first stage, and we shall be able to get to that right away. Yeah, okay. Thank you, video game. Brilliant. Okay, so before you jump into any specific city or start to manage any specific city, what you have to do is you have to select your advisors. Now, advisors are interesting characters. They all have a bunch of individualized stats, which is fine. And what we can do is we can actually dispatch certain advisors to certain areas. And, we can check out the rating of the team. We can get up to 4 or 5 advisors, should I say. And then they also bring with them a bunch of stats, which cumulatively are over here, are up at the top here. What we can do in order to actually appoint them, we can click on them like so, which is kind of nice. Although I would say there we go. We can click on you. Yeah, so we can see what you've got. You've got an individual skill. Increase the gold production of all buildings by 15%. The effect lasts for 7 days. Right, so we can choose to appoint people. We can have as many or as few of these advisors actually appointed if we want to. Let's appoint, 4 for the sake of doing 4, I guess, right now. And then we will get cracking with the actual city building. Now, again, this may look like madness in front of you right now, but as I always do, I'll do my very best to explain what is happening. Right, what's critical about this game is that there is a very, very strong and important seasonal, I guess, seasonal importance. There's seasonal importance to the game. So these are the different types of resources that we can produce. And you'll actually note by this little diagram here that there are different productions of wood in the summer versus the spring. So that is because the wood mill operates at a better level in the spring and the summer. And you can actually see, the production of resources per day in each and every season. So what that basically means, and these are, by the way, these are all the buildings that we actually have in the city at the present moment. So what we have is a very sort of fine balancing. Thank you, video game. We have a very fine balancing act of... Here we go, let's pause and chat about things here. We've got a very fine balancing act where we need to try and produce all of the appropriate resources basically throughout the entirety of all of the seasons. And of course, there's 4 seasons and, winter, summer, spring, and whatnot. We are on day 1 of of month 1. There's 60 days left to accomplish these objectives up in the top right-hand corner here, which is fine. Very, very easy to do. And each month has 30 days, I should say. What have we got? Well, we've got our character up here. We've got a little underdeveloped sign, which is basically telling all of us, and me especially, that our city at the moment is currently underdeveloped. And if we want to rank our city up, then this is what we need to do. At the moment, we've got, I mean, nothing. Look at this. We've got no prosperity, no publicity. Happiness is normal. Cumulative tax paid is nothing. We've got some money in the bank, and that's about it. Anyway, we want to level up our city, and we're going to do our very best to make that happen. Yes, we will accomplish these things. Don't you worry about it. But yeah, as I say, we've got advisors down here. Now, the advisors all have different abilities, and they also have skills. Now, sometimes, for example, we've got the cloth increase here. We've got the food increase here. Some of the skills we need to toggle. We need to release actively, as the game says. That's another weird thing, is that there are occasional, I guess, mistranslations or times where the game isn't super clear about what it means. But in that case, I try to interpret what's going on. You know, it's not a bad thing. It's just sometimes it takes a little bit longer to mentally parse what is happening. So yeah, we've got our advisors down here. That's kind of important. This is a little important interface that we're going to talk about in just a second. Let's quickly talk about what's going on up at the top here. We have got a whole bunch of different resources. And interestingly, this game uses very, very big numbers, which is an interesting choice. We've got 120,000 cloth, and we're losing 7 a day. People consume cloth every day and more in winter. We've got food. People obviously consume food every day. Building consumes food and also need them for heating in winter. We've got water. People consume water every day and more in summer. We've got ore. Some buildings consume ore. We've got gold, which is obviously the currency. And then we've got a population. And interestingly, we have a couple of different things to bear in mind with regards to population. So demanded population, that is, I guess, working population, or how many people are required in order to run all of the buildings here. That is 27. We've got 80 population. We have a maximum population growth rate of 4 people per day, and we have 80 population as the max, and that is dictated by the number of residences we have. If we go into, by the way, if I was to click on this advisor interface, we'd just get back to where we were. So that's fine. We can also adjust, by the way, their salaries. I'm not going to do that yet because I don't want to, and also it's going to make them hate me, and I don't want to do that at all. Anyway, what we need to do is we need to start providing some of these objectives. The way that this game divides buildings is also very interesting. I'm not actually sure that I think it's a great way of going about doing things. But anyway, we've got the industry tab here, and then we've also got, I guess, like subcategories of different types of buildings. We've got base buildings, which are, I guess, not specific production buildings, but are, you know, stuff like houses and residences and whatnot. Let's unpause, build a single residence, which I didn't build there. We'll build there. There is no need, I believe, to connect buildings to roads. But I may be mistaken in that, but I don't think I am. What do we need to build? So we need to build a 5th residence, which we will do. The residence, very, very simply, has a maintenance cost. It has a building cost. Increases the max population by 20. There we go. Agriculture building, we need to build a wheat field, and we also need to build a cotton field. Again, very, very interesting this, right? So we'll build the wheat field, but before we do that, it's worth noting, look at this. So it doesn't produce any resources in spring. It does produce a few resources in winter, but produces the bulk of its food over the course of autumn, which is very, very cool indeed. I like that. I like that as a feature. I like the fact that the seasons play such an important role. It is very, very cool. We also need to get a cotton field. Let's get a cotton field. Let's do that. Beautiful. Okay, what we can also do is we can also release these skills, increase gold production, all buildings by 15%, and we can also do increased food production by 7%. Why the heck not? And bada bim, bada boom, what do you know? We've completed our objectives. So, this is kind of like a tutorial level, but there's no way, I believe, to skip this when you jump into a brand new playthrough. This is just an evaluation sort of screen here where there's like a panel of reviewers that are going to review how I do on any given level, and they review my progress. I don't think it actually matters, to be honest, unless perhaps I'm missing something. But either way, we'll be doing 3 sort of, I guess, like mini objective sets over the course of this specific map. And if we, you know, if we pass a stage, then we get to collect some resources, cost reduction, and food increase. Sure, why not? Let's also take food support, which is going to give us 15,000 units of food, as we can see up at the top here. I don't think it particularly matters, but I'm happy to jump into it nonetheless. Right, okay, brilliant. Let's see what we've got going on. Okay, there is a fire that has broken out. That is fine. We can fix that because we only have one objective right now, and that is to build a security building, which is a fire watcher. Now, the fire watcher is, in my humble opinion, one of the coolest buildings in the game, because what it does is it allows us to put out fires, but more so than that, it allows us to put out fires with the coolest, most technologically advanced. Look at this fire hoses that are possible. Look at this. Some poor person has to get up on this bike. Buckets are literally pumped up to the dragon head, and then it's sprayed down. Look at how cool that looks. Is that not just the most badass thing in the world? I think that's brilliant. Anyway, that was it. As you can see, it's not exactly rocket science, but you know, we're just getting started, obviously. Either way, that's kind of the very, very basics of the game. We're gonna get into I guess the tech tree in just a second here. The reviewers, by the way, are all reviewing us on a whole bunch of different characteristics. Like, some are reviewing, you know, how much we spent and how quickly we were able to do things. But there you go. Anyway, we've just unlocked the talent tree, which is very, very interesting indeed. This is the tech tree that I was talking about, and what we need to do is we need to spend resources in order to unlock different things. This, for example, is unlocking the hospital, which is what I'm going to do. It's going to cost me 2,000 food. That seems like a bit of a steal, to be honest, but we'll do it nonetheless, and just in the nick of time as well, because a plague has broken out, and nobody likes a plague. Right. Is there an appropriate place to put this? It's an appropriate place to put this hospital building. I'm getting the distinct impression, video game. Oh, that's fine, actually, over there. Okay, that's fine. Excellent. Good stuff. Okay, let's get that hospital built. That's A-okay. Hopefully nobody dies in the time that it takes this hospital to get fully established. But there we go. Brilliant. The year-end goal is complete, and we're ready to go. Plagues, yes. People are unhappy. Yeah, so if people start dying and we don't have a morgue, which is the case at the moment, then people will start to be buried in... Oh, yeah, people started dying, but that's okay. We still have, you know, our recovery rate is 6 people per day, so there's nothing too worrying about that. Yep, we're absolutely fine. Why aren't you homeless since you're so ugly? Wow, that's a comment. That's a real comment. Skills on cooldown, the resting, that's fine. Yeah, so that's basically the long and the short of it. There is a couple of other mechanics which we'll probably talk about in the next area, but that's also it for basically tutorial stuff. There we go. I did sort of talk very briefly about this interface, the sort of month-end surplus, and how important this actually is. It leads through to the ledger, but basically, we'll sort of see in the next. We'll see in the next level in 4, 3, 2, 1 days. We'll see how important it is to maintain a balanced ledger, because that really is at the heart of what we're going to have to be challenged with. Brilliant. Thank you very much, reviewers. That is marvelous. That is excellent. Brilliant. And we stamp the sheet. We give our authorization, and then we move on. You earned the right to rule this land, and we can pick any rewards. Sure, let's pick the orchard and the piggery. Why not? Sure. Excellent. Right, so this is now officially, this is our base. You've earned the right to rule Hongye. Okay, excellent. I'm assuming that I'm saying that right, but of course that's a very, very bold assumption to make. Right, so what we need to do is we need to endure a 14 or 15-day preparation period, which is no big deal. As we can see, talking about prosperity, talking about publicity, that will again contribute to how well my city is doing in the eyes of everyone else. But as soon as this little preparation period is up, which is going to happen soon, as soon as this little preparation period is up, then we are going to have the ability to move on to another city and govern that as we like. But yes, we can all just appreciate the lovely little landscape for now. And I would say that I can change things around here. I can add stuff if I want to. I'm not going to for the very obvious reason of moving on to another city very, very shortly indeed. But we can visit this city whenever we want to. It's not a difficult thing to do. There we go. Preparation period is over. You can challenge a new land. And indeed, that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to West Ridge. And West Ridge, gold production is increased by 20%. Fertile soil food production is increased by 20%. That is very, very nice to know. Okay, so let's jump in and see what we've got going on. Right, you need to pay 50,000 as an ownership fee. Once the fee is paid, it won't be refunded. Please manage the place properly within a year. Right, so we've got a year to turn it around. These are the resources. That's fine. There's going to be a committee of people judging us. I'm fine with that. We've already talked about the land traits. The year-end goal, 300 population, and everybody being happy is very, very important. But yeah, we can deal with that. Right, so we can only appoint 2 advisors at the moment. We'll do both of those, I guess. That's fine, but we will have the opportunity to recruit more people very, very shortly as part of the tutorial indeed. Okay, production overview. Looking good. Also, by the way, access buildings from Hongye. Yeah, so if I had a specific talent, then we would be able to bring more buildings in here with us, which is something to look forward to. But it's not something that we can do at this moment in time. Right, what do we need to do? Activate talent advisor recruitment. Yep, we can go into this section here, and we can, there we go, do that. Costs just 10k to do. No big deal at all, but we can just about manage. It is worth noting, by the way, that if I was to go into recruitment, if I was to go into talent, you can see that we have like different values here up at the top from values that we have in this specific city. We only have a portion of our resources with us in West Ridge at the moment. Anyway, we can recruit some people. Let's recruit some cheap people. I don't really want to end up running a massive I don't want to end up running a massive surplus or deficit even. There we go. Dispatch and appoint you. Brilliant. This team is not a very good team. Maybe I can get somebody else. Sure, there we go. Excellent. Get you all appointed, and then we will go and get the... Look at this. Look at this. People are reviewing me less than favorably. What can you do? What can you do? Doesn't particularly matter. I did recruit a 2nd and 3rd advisor, but I guess I didn't need to. Right, what am I going to take? I'll take cost reduction and food support as well. Excellent. Right, so let's get cracking with regards to the season. What's our objective here? We need to build a design institute, we need to build a blueprint building, and we also need to get to a population of 200. We can do all of those things, and we can do them all quite easily. So we first need to go into the talent tree. We need to check out industry, and we need to activate the design institute. It's going to cost us 25k, so it's a fairly substantial amount of money, but it'll be worth it. And then we need to build a design institute, which is right here. Marvelous. Now, the Design Institute, I don't know what it says here. Unlock the Design Institute to build design blueprints. Build and upgrade Design Institute to reduce the cost. Yeah, this is a really weird and interesting building that I guess is kind of symbolic of exactly what this game has to offer. It really is quite cool. We also need to increase our population quite dramatically, actually. But we'll get to that in just a second. Anyway, now that the Design Institute has been built, what we can do is we can actually design blueprints R&D. I don't know if you do R&D at a design institute, but anyway, well, we can't do it whilst the game is paused. Anyway, we spend 5 grand, and you know, some presumably lovely people in this very, very complicated and cool looking building. Thank you. In this cool and complicated building, are going to design me an absolutely mad combo of just crazy cool stuff. What is this? Oh, we've got the ruins of a courier station. Oh, cool. Excellent. Anyway, forget about that. So yes, the work of the Design Institute has been finished. What does it give us? Well, it gives us an elegant villa, which is actually a series of buildings. It is a flower shop, plus a bird garden, plus a calligraphy shop, plus an art house. Now, it's going to cost some resources to build, obviously, but it is actually going to generate some buildings as well, which is kind of nice. But there is a large maintenance cost per month, so I'm not exactly going to relish that, but we're gonna build it nonetheless, because we need to build 3 of these blueprint buildings, which I am going to do right about now. Anyway, it has been built. The elegant villa is here. It's summer at the moment, so we actually are making quite a lot of money, which is quite good. We can see the month-end surplus, by the way. Or we can have a little look at what's going on. So you can see that we've got 103 gold reserve at the moment. We've got a maintenance cost of 7,050. We've got advisor salaries of 2,400. So if we are going to be ending the month with this amount of money, then I would suggest that that is not exactly great, because we are going to be losing, what is that, like 10k? Yeah, well, we'll be able to see in 10 days or so. So what we really need to do is we really need to try and increase this number as much as we possibly can, or we need to try and reduce the maintenance cost as much as we possibly can. Let's do that. Sure. Increase food production by 7 days. Worry-free house. What is this? We've got an academy. We've got a tea house. We've got a bird garden, another bird garden, and a kite shop. Interesting. Okay, well, we can afford everything, obviously. The maintenance cost is going to be large, but we'll do it nonetheless. There we go. Let's get it down and hope that that brings us good vibes. Let's design our 3rd and last blueprint, and then we'll start building a lot of houses as well. Oh, interestingly, yeah, we've got a large issue with the number of workers that we have here. So let's maybe go and see if we can build ourselves some residences. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should bring us about 200 people, I think, right? Well, 160 really, if it's 20 per house. Right. Anyway, month-end surplus is not good. It's not good. Our maintenance cost is very high at the moment. Oh, my lordy. Okay, well, I'm glad that we didn't have a fire there, so there we go. Anyway, look at this. Look at this. Net output per month, net fee per month. I mean, it says that we should be positive, but I guess we shall wait and see. But yeah, there's a lot of information here. What is this? A spring stone. This gives us water primarily. Yeah, so this is a nasty thing. I should also say that every building has got a production chain, which is kind of cool. So we got excuse me. There we go. The water wheel can feed into the wheat field, which then feeds into the mill, which then feeds into the bar. All of this is very cool. I like this a lot. We have a problem. There's a plague. That is, I tell you what, that is a big old problem, because I'm not sure that we have the space to build a hospital over here. I lied, we do. Let's do it. Let's build it. Ooh, yes. So a tumulus. This is basically a grave, an unattended grave, which we have to pay to get rid of, and we have to press the undo button in order to get rid of it. Anyway, let's move to the next sort of section. I don't care what people rate me, although it just so happens that was actually quite nice. It went pretty well. We were regarded quite well. And let's see what is gonna come next. Let's just take the... Oh, we just get to pick one. I'll take the money. Right, we're in the final stretch now. Going to skip the story dialogue. We get ourselves our last superpower, which is these strategy cards, which are going to hopefully help us throughout the rest of the level. Let's get another hospital, by the way, just whilst I'm over here. There we go. That'll be good, just to get that down. Hopefully, we're able to build this before the plague spreads into these buildings over here, and we can avoid building anything else. We're going to need to build another hospital. Unless I want to wait, which I don't. Hospital in there is fine. What's going on? Another unmarked, or unattended grave, I should say. That's fine. Right, so we can build some more blueprints if we want to, but I don't think I particularly want to. What is this? So the strategy, by the way, the strategy book has given us a card. Randomly increases water production from 10 to 120% for 5 days. It's going to cost this much, or we can scale it actually to give us more if I want to. I don't think I particularly do want to. Do we need water? You know what? Why not? Why not, eh? Let's see what it goes to. From 90 to something. Sir, we lost money from this investment. Invested 1,800. Suffered from increases of water production by 36%. Estimated income is... it was a fair bit, but I mean, it's not that much. But apparently, it was a bad deal. Anyway, let's get rid of these things that are chilling around the town. Because they are bad vibes. Reduces local people's happiness. And we want as much happiness as possible in order to accomplish the objective here. Wow, there's actually two next to each other there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I mean, how's that looking? Population needs to grow a little bit more. Let's build it around the hospital then. So that we don't have to worry about a plague getting out of hand. Cool. All right, congratulations. Your year-end goal is complete, but we need to wait 230 days to do it. An insect rack. Well, unfortunately, there's nothing that we can do about that. I will take the food production increase, though, even though that's going to be very, very useless at this moment in time. What do we got? Randomly increases gold production. What is my gold production at the moment? 612 per day. It's going to cost us 800 clothing to do. Sure, let's do it. Let's do it. Happy to do that. We earned money from this investment, invested 800 clothes, gained increased gold production for 5 days estimated income. Good. Happy days. All right, excellent. Well, if the video game's telling me that we're making money, then I'm delighted about it. Right, so our crops were wiped out. We need to rebuild that. That's fine. Absolutely fine. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Do I need to... What do I need to do? I think I'd kind of like to... I'd like to get more food. I mean, obviously, like, half of our food is just, you know, disintegrated because of the fact that we don't have any soy fields. How many people are actually in work? 110? Yeah, let's see if we can try and build some fields. Agriculture. Clay mine being in agriculture, that seems a bit strange, but that's okay. I will take some hunter's huts as well. Do that, and then let's get some wheat fields. Look at how gorgeous this all looks. I really do like it. I really do like it a lot. Right, excellent. Brilliant. Okay, so food-wise, we're going to need to be very, very careful with regards to our maintenance. We have a large amount of maintenance cost now. So that is absolutely noteworthy. What have we got? Randomly increases food production. I'll take that, sure. Absolutely. Did we make money from the investment? Yes, we did. We did. Brilliant news. And we'll also take an increase in food production there. Do I want to get another hunter hut? I tell you what, maybe I'll just try upgrading this hunter's hut. And let's actually upgrade 2. Why not? Let's upgrade 2. See if that gets our production positive. Courier station ruins. After opening a route, can increase production of respective land by 1%. Let's rebuild it. Let's rebuild it. Let's freaking do it. Right, so we're positive on everything that matters. The only thing that I'm a little bit worried about is money. Yeah. We will see. We will see in due course, in like 4 days, exactly what the situation with our money actually is. There is ways, obviously, that we can, you know, get ourselves more wonga if we need it. A little bit of extra cash or dosh, etc. Yeah, look at that. Look at the incredible amount that we actually ended up losing there. It was an absolutely monstrous amount. So even though, right, even though we have a net positive amount per day, I mean, maintenance fee, salary, advisor savings, surplus. I mean, it's not a surplus. It's not a surplus of 65,000. That is what is going to be left in the gold reserves at the end. So not great, I would say. Sure, I'll take that. 1,800 bucks. We earn money from the investment. Brilliant. Well, I'll tell you what we can also do. We can also try and look at some commerce sections, so we can actually maybe try and pursue some buildings that will make us money rather than just cost us money. So we'll build some bars. Increases bars production. Let's do that. Fireworks shop. We'll build that. Oops. Tea house increases opera stage. Flower shop. We've actually already got the flower shop. We'll build another one of these. Why not? Can I build it in the middle? No. Over to the side is fine, though. And an umbrella shop. Sure. Okay, let's see what that does for our money. Again, month-end surplus ideally needs to be higher than... Well, it needs to be higher than this number. Whatever that number is, it needs to be higher than this number. We formed a new industrial chain. Wood mill umbrella shop. The people live and work. They're happy. Great. Good stuff. We still have, by the way, about... What? 200 people that don't have jobs at the moment. So there's definitely something that we can do. Quantity 5 people. Yes, absolutely. Let's use 5 people in order to get money. That was brilliant. That was fantastic. Very, very happy with that. Okay, so month-end surplus is now in a good place. Nice. Yeah, we actually made money that month. Believe it or not, it didn't look like it, but we did actually make money that month. Like, marginally. Very, very, very marginally. But yeah, it varies from season to season, so it is, like, absolutely noteworthy that we need to try and keep an eye on things. You know, food over the course of winter is always going to be a little bit, you know, a little bit more sus. I think it just kind of has to be, you know. I don't think there's a way of going about it any other way. So there we go. Oh, we have a problem? Yeah, that does look like a problem to me. Right, let's get a fire watcher in here. It's almost certainly going to spread as well, so let's get another fire watcher over there. Let's see what happens. Residences have been burnt down. That's okay. Don't worry. It's gonna get fixed. Gonna get fixed real soon. Oh, look at that. Look at all these fire extinguisher things. Is it not so cool? I think it looks brilliant. Also, we need to get another fire watcher over here. And probably another fire watcher over here. Maybe another one over here as well. There we go. Oh, construction in that area is prohibited? Okay, well, you know what? If our population dips a little bit, then we're just going to have to deal with that. We're just going to have to deal with it. How's this all looking? It's looking fine. I think we'll be able to control the fire quite effectively. Randomly increase water production? No, we're not going to do that. We're going to waive it. We do need to get rid of these graves that have just, unfortunately, continuous loss of daily population. That's okay. That'll rectify itself. Ancient tomb. We're going to get rid of that. We have no other way to fix it. That's fine. We good here? No, we're not good here. The fire has continued to spread. There we go. Okay, well, that's fine. That is fine. We'll get it done. Should I do some more R&D? I feel like I should. Now that my financial situation has been somewhat rectified. Yes, I will take that deal. Beautiful. We've earned money from this. Brilliant. Excellent. I like this a lot. I tell you what, I don't want to do food production. I don't want to activate the food production bonus quite yet. I want to wait. Right. Let's see if we can try and get rid of all of these little tomb things. That's the Design Institute that I'm clicking on. There we go. Click on this one. No. Oh, that's another one. That's fine. This is why we really need a morgue. What did this get me? A dining district. Maintenance cost per month. Building cost, and it's a grape field, tea plantation, a tavern, and a tea house. You know what? Sure, let's do it. Let's make it so. Excellent. Right. I need to try and pursue... Oh, we have a problem. There's another fire that's caught on. We'll manage to extinguish it quite easily, I think. There we go. Over here. Yeah, we spent a lot of money clearing these things up. Continuous snowstorms have led to a decline in food production, whilst the demand for wood has increased. That's okay. We have the reserves right now to tackle things as we need. 800 wood for a little increase in gold production. I will take that. We'll take that immediately. That's good. Happy days. To be honest, we could build a building. We could build a building that would allow us to get wood. I say that. Do I actually have anything that will give me wood? I think I do. Hold on. Production wood mill. Yeah. Do we have a wood mill? Industrial chain. Do I have the ability to build a wood mill? I mean, if I don't have the ability to build a wood mill, I do have the ability to build a wood mill. It's in agriculture, which is a strange place to put it, but you know what? I don't mind. Right, so we can actually click on wood mill here, and we can see where they are on the map, which I think is quite a cool little feature. And we can actually upgrade this one. Sure, I'll upgrade it. I'll take it. We've also still got a... It's really annoying to click on, isn't it? We still have an unattended grave, which we'll get rid of. That is cool. Year-end staff party. Sure. Let's see what happens. Oh, my lordy. Country's total revenue has made a new breakthrough. Squalid houses and dilapidated buildings were scattered across. People found it difficult enough to gain resources. Okay. So some of these people are happy with me. Some of these people are unhappy with me. This year's party, we have lottery or envelopes. Unable to draw the prize. Each advisor will receive 500 bucks. Oh, this sounds great. Why am I paying my advisors? This sounds awful. Anyway, we made money, right? I hope. The year, we're not even finished the year. We've got 59 days left. See, this game is just like, it's just mad. It's just absolutely mad, isn't it? Right, what's the courier station? What are we doing here? Includes following routes: West Ridge to Hongye, not open. Hasn't been rebuilt yet. Okay, can I go back? Construction of West Ridge can't be delayed anymore. No, I don't want to go back yet. Let's finish getting the job done in West Ridge here, and then we'll pop back, because I think that's going to probably cause some problems otherwise. Yeah, so I mean, money. I mean, we're making it. We're not making it particularly quickly, and I'm like constantly worried that we are going to just drop down the hole. But like we're there. We're there. Can we upgrade these hunters' huts? Yeah. To get us some more clothes. There we go. Yeah, go and do that. Go and do that. And then we're actually quite low on food. Let's get these all upgraded. I, of course, appreciate the fact that we're going to have more food coming in, obviously, over the warmer seasons. I get that. Like, I'm not oblivious to that fact. Let's get another couple of upgrades rolled out whilst we still can. We've got plenty of workers, so we might as well use them, right? 800 clothes for some more resources. Great. Cool. All right, it's looking very, very good indeed. There we go. That's gonna make things a little bit easier for us to upgrade. Brilliant. Okay, cool. A lot of upgrading has taken place, which is marvelous. I think we should be able to. We should be able to get the appropriate amount of cloth. I also think we should be able to get the appropriate amount of food. Maybe not this season, but almost certainly, hopefully next season. That's the dream, anyway. Either way, I think we're gonna survive. I think we're gonna survive for the next 12 days, which is frankly what matters. And what is going to make me feel good about myself, which is, frankly, all that does matter. What do we get for strategy? I'm going to waive that. Don't care. Don't care about that specific card. Yeah. Not a bad gig. We've created quite a nice little town here. You know, some resources are in a good place. Others are not. But money-wise, we're actually in an okay place. Like, we're getting there. Like, our maintenance is increasing. I mean, I don't think you can really dispute that. It's outrageous how you nearly emptied the treasury. Yeah, to be fair, my money management wasn't yeah, it wasn't the best. Certainly, I feel like it maybe could have been done a little bit better, but hey ho. Right, so yeah, we can pick some more stuff to move forward with, which is fine if we want to. But yeah, look at that. We've earned the right to rule West Ridge, which is pretty darn cool. Pretty darned cool, isn't it? That is marvelous. Yeah. Okay, so the preparation phase is yeah, thank you. Preparation phase is going to be ongoing, which is fine. Grand, happy days. We've got West Ridge under our control as well now, which is cool. We've got Hongye over here, which we can continue to build up if indeed we want to. Wharf Ruins. I should probably rebuild that. There was also where was it? The courier network thing. Courier Station Ruins. Yeah, let's start the process of rebuilding that, because that's going to take a little while. Look at how gorgeous this world is. It really is absolutely stunning, isn't it? Very, very nice. Absolutely lovely. Yeah, I'm, again, paranoid about the money, because I'm just worried. I'm just worried. We've also got the blueprint thing now, which we could deploy here if we wanted to. But I don't think I particularly do want to deploy here. Either way, I actually think we're going to wrap up right about now, ladies and gents, because if we were to start a brand new area, it would take us quite a long time to complete it. This is a really, really interesting one. Ballads of Hongye. I like it. I like it a lot. It's got a lot of potential. It is very, very unique. And you know what? I love it. I absolutely love it. The fact of the matter is that, you know, the more unique city builders, the better, as far as I'm concerned. I like it. I like it a lot. Anyway, ladies and gents, gonna wrap this episode up right about now. My name, of course, has been Open Potato. Please check out the Patreon if you want to help make videos like this possible. But for now, and from me, I'll see you next time. Bye.